boy, oh boy. I'm a tall girl, right? I wear a size 43. I have big hands. Secondary school was hell.
Yeah.
You know, I was taller than most people because I had my growth sprouts very early in terms of height, not physical.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of people used to say things to me like, pity the ants now. You just be stomping.
Esau's daughter. Yeah, Esau's daughter. That was my name because Esau in the Bible is hairy, and
so that's what they used to call you.
So Esau's daughter. For those who watch a lot of like Marvel, they call me Wolverine. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So they call me Wolverine as well. So it was just so crazy. So I had like these two names. And then third thing, aside just being hairy, my nose, people say is big, like, and they call me Noza or immunization. So
Immunization.
Yes, like, Imu in Yoruba.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
No. So when I used to be like a very masculine girl, so I had like my face, I used to think that guys that were attracted to me were actually gay.
Don't joke with you guys. This was back in the days.
I'll try.
I'll do a thing where sometimes I'll say, okay, let me test my beauty. I would go out. I wouldn't look at the mirror. I'll dress up, go out, and then if I get called or catcalled, then I'll say, okay, yes, I'm really beautiful. So even if it's the area boys,
Esther, hide your face. Esther, do this. What is that?
What is figure 8? Like what exactly is that? How should a woman look? What makes and defines like a beautiful woman?
There
honestly,
are a lot of body types. All the BBL icons are taking out their BBLs now because it's not what's in vogue anymore. Do we think that women's insecurities are sort of like men's perception of them?
Absolutely. Before TikTok, before Instagram, before social media, who are the people that were mentioning how a woman should look?
Hey girly pops, what's popping? Welcome to Girl Republic. This is the podcast of the girls, by the girls, and for the girls. It's still your girl, XYZ Yvonza. And today I have two of my favorite people in the world. And I am not lying. Like, I'm not just saying this to glaze them or anything. I'm a fan, huge fan. Like, I'm literally, what's the word? Starstruck right now. Like these two girls. But yeah, I'm just going to introduce them and let them introduce themselves. So first, I have Daniella Peters, my twinski. Yeah. Hi, Daniella.
Hi, Yvonne. Hi.
Tell us
Thank you for having me. Hi, guys. It's so fun to be here. I'm looking forward to the conversations that we're going to have. Obviously, I'm flattered. Thank you.
Let me tell you a little about Danielle. I think she's being so humble, right? I mean, her as like the
Not me being shy.
Big Brother Ninja housemate, but Daniella is also like a mental health advocate,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
a spoken word poet.
Oh, thank you.
Brains, a tap.
Thank you. We can't waste school fees now. Our parents work so hard. But thank you for that introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I walked in and I met Yvonne and I was like, dang, girl. Jesus. Amazon queen. She's so gorgeous. You're so nice. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. Anyways, and I have Esther Uzodinma. Hi, Esther. Oh my God, it's such an honor. Oh my God.
Thank you. I like how you call my name actually. So much
really?
power.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Esther Uzo, or back then when I was in the media, I used to do my name is Esther Uzodinma, E to the S to the T to the H to the E to the R,
Period.
That was my
Bring
name.
that back, bro.
Yeah, I am a cultural brand builder, also a storytelling marketing consultant, and the founder of Estherverse. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Oh, I act.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She forgot that for a second. Anyways, thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
coming. Welcome.
Thank
We
you.
have some sort of ritual here. Before we start, we have to do like the Girl Republic pledge. It's very deep and dear to my heart.
Okay.
And we have to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we
We're
have to hold
listening.
hands. That's how spiritual it is, guys.
Okay.
Blood
Yeah.
of Jesus.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you're just going to repeat after me.
Okay.
Don't be scared. I'm scared.
My heart is like
Anyway, so I choose growth over fear.
I choose growth over fear.
Confidence over doubt.
Confidence over doubt.
Community over competition.
Community over competition.
I show up as my full self.
I show up as my full self.
Confident.
Confident.
Connected. Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
I rise and I take my sisters with me.
I rise and I take my sisters with me.
I am Girl Republic.
I am Girl Republic.
I love that.
Yeah.
Giving morning mantra.
Yeah, so we
I love it.
have to drink to that. Just to get you to, get in the mood.
Okay.
That's really nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Girl Republic.
Can we? Okay.
Yes, please.
My eyes clear now. I'm ready to be honest.
I don't know why my first instinct every time I pick up this cup is to finish everything. I'm going to be demure today. And I'll finish it.
I was looking at you through my peripheral. And I was like, oh, are we finishing it?
Yes. I am eager.
You guys, today we have such an interesting topic. Interesting because this is something that concerns all of us as women. I mean, even men to an extent, to a large extent, because it sort of like affects them on the grand scheme of things. But today we're talking about women and insecurities, right? I mean, nobody was born with insecurities, guys. And these girls are like the perfect people to have this conversation with. Because, I mean, I thought and cracked my head so hard. And I'm like, so yeah, Holy Spirit just, led me to these two women. And I'm just like, yes, I must bring them. We must talk. So this is a divine gathering, guys.
Period.
Right. So tell me, how are you girls? How are you guys doing?
How are you?
I'm me. I'm good.
Aside from
Obviously,
being
so.
beautiful,
Obviously.
how are you?
I'm good. The year is starting off really insightful. It's starting off good. So I feel good. I feel blessed. She had a whole episode of being spiritually drawn to me. So I feel honored.
I tap into that.
This is
honored.
Off-camera conversation. Why are you saying it on camera?
I'm
You have to
happy
know.
to be here. Thank you
Aw.
so much. I've actually looked forward to sharing my thoughts, outside of my own social media platform and just also lending my voice to a course like this. So I'm very happy. I feel like this is such a full circle moment. Thank you. And then doing it with her. Come on.
Girl.
Me doing it with you guys.
Doing with Esther. Doing with Yvonne. Privilege.
Anyway, so yeah, let's get into it quickly, right? Daniella, I want to ask you, so how this was such, or it was such a big transition, like going from like a reality TV star to like a mental health advocate. Like, what was that like? Like, what, how did you go from that to
where I am? Thank you so much for that question. And like Esther said, it's really nice to have a mic in front of you and not be restricted to just content and just the box that we've put ourselves in under social media. So currently I'm still in the process of like growing my mental health advocacy journey. I'm currently taking courses, taking classes, but it's really stemming from mere passion and experience. And I feel like experience is the best teacher. You asked a very good question. Transitioning from being someone who wasn't sure of who they were before going on a reality TV show, and then trying to find out who you are in the public eye, it was intense. There was a lot of moments where I wasn't sure I wanted to continue this life thing. And I know that sounds bizarre, but I wasn't sure I wanted to keep going with this thing because I was like, how did I get here? This is not what I want for myself. And then it just dawned on me, obviously the Holy Spirit, but it just dawned on me that we as human beings, we're in this world for ourselves. And like every reason why I felt misplaced or, insecure or whatever was because I was looking at myself through the lens of someone else. And when I stopped to just say, you know what, cameras aside, who am I when the lights are off, the blinds are closed, social media is off? I lost my account. I went through so many different stages, and it brought me back to one point, and it was, who are you and what do you want? And that's when I knew that, like, what I want for myself is when I wake up in the morning, I can look in the mirror and I can smile back at the reflection. And I can be like, okay, I'm happy to be here. There's nothing over my head. I make my own decisions. And that's like the blessing that I found, not becoming who I was wanting to become, but who I became in the process of becoming. That was like the life altering point. And I wanted every other girl or guy watching me to know that you don't have to go with the crowd. What do you want? Like, genuinely ask yourself on a scale of, what do I want? Not based on how other people see you, but based on who you really want to be. And that's kind of what happened.
Much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got carried away listening to you.
Actually speaking to me too.
Yeah, I think like she's speaking to all of us, because like sometimes we get lost in the process, and it's like we're just going like sheep, and we're just going. So it's actually nice to see that you sort of found yourself,
Took time.
So I'm gonna ask you, Esther, like almost the same question, right? I watched you. I mean, if people were so like familiar and conversant with like African Magic back then, I don't know how many years ago. We watched you on My Siblings and I. Like, I can't even believe how grown you are. Right? How did you transition from that? You were such a star child actor, and being like, just growing from that into being this woman that is so passionate about like women, PCOS, hermeticism, everything. Like, how did you transition? How was that?
I don't think it was like a parallel, right? It was a mix of so many other things and experiences that I had, especially from who I am. I've always been very inquisitive, very curious, the child who asks questions in the classroom, outside of the classroom. I just wanted to know more. I could literally ask Google, why do we get hungry? Like, I'm that inquisitive, right? So I think that was actually what birthed my entire journey, and just wanting so much more for myself. And I'm growing up after like my teenagehood, I found Christ, and I understood that, your purpose here is deeper than just existing. So I can actually become different aspects of like my life, and like the talents that I've been given, I could explore that. Acting for me is my first love. I definitely will go back to it. For now, I'm currently running one of Africa's global unicorn. Yes. Acting is my first love. I loved it so much. Just being able to tell amazing stories, chameleon myself into different people, morph myself into someone else, feel their pain, share their pain, communicate their pain to someone else entirely different from me, and hopefully heal with that story. So for me, I enjoyed doing that. I will go back to that. But then finding myself here was also from a place of insecurity. I grew up, yes, in front of the camera, but then that's what you saw. You didn't see behind the camera. So I grew up very lean, petite, that's what they call it in English dictionary. I grew up very lean, and I used to get teased a lot. Lekpa Shandy. Things like that. And it was normal because, okay, this is Africa, obviously people will talk, even aunties of mine, this like, but when you go chop, it's get fat, things like that. And these comments unconsciously put something in my head. Like, I was always very conscious about how I looked, and about like how people will perceive me because of how I looked. And growing up into your teenagehood, puberty and adolescence, like in classrooms, you start noticing things about boys liking girls. And I also wanted a bit of that because I think it made them feel good. But then that never happened to me because of how I already perceived myself and the insecurities that I had worn, right? So I was very slim, not to talk of at 14 after my first period. I started growing body hair. What's that? It's like, where is it coming from? Not to talk about the fact that I wasn't growing like my mates, like the girls, body-wise, physically. I was like, why am I different? And growing up with my grandma, who happens to be way like times 10 older than me at the time, there was no feedback. What's happening to me? What's wrong with my body? What are these changes? Don't worry, it will go. Apply Vaseline. Very, very random things. And I'm like, okay, no answers. Nobody to ask. And then I just grew into it, and changed who I am, became a tomboy, all of that. So I think that actually led me here, and just looking for a solution that could actually work for me, and also how to get my confidence back. It affected me psychologically, that whole transition from acting to now, talking about my insecurities online. It did affect me psychologically, and I think I'll be able to share more. I just want to stop
we can,
here
because I'm still gonna have a lot of questions for you.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, the topic today is basically insecurities, right? And I think as women, our insecurities actually stem from things that we cannot really control. Things that we have little to no control over. Our hormones. It's a lot of things,
Exactly.
right? As a mental health advocate that you are, I mean, just shed some light for us. I mean, I'm not a mental health advocate, guys.
Okay.
I can only talk. But, just say something about like women and their insecurities. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. I think that as a woman, since we're girls, we talk about women. I think insecurities or mental health issues obviously are not gender-based. We all go through it.
Yeah, definitely.
But insecurities in particular for women, they are so real. I think we have this habit of suppressing things because it's hard to be vulnerable and express yourself and say, oh, I don't like this about myself. And being insecure is just like, it's the feeling of being inadequate. It's the feeling of self-doubt. You just don't like who you are. But for a woman, we have been programmed because of excess information of how we should look, how we should dress, how we should talk, how we should eat, how we should do everything. In regards to our existence. A woman is supposed to be gentle, supposed to be feminine, supposed to have poise, and it's like, okay, but what about the women that don't have that? Insecurities or the status is not something that is genetically transferred, right? Yeah. But what is our courage, our personality. These are things that are inherent. Do you get what I'm saying? So if the world is telling you be this certain way, but you come from a family where you guys are very outspoken and loud and expressive and you carry that trait, how do you now, sit with yourself as a woman and be like, oh, but I'm really loud. My voice is really deep. And they're telling me that women should sound this. Who is saying it? Like, who is telling you how to be?
Yeah.
Do you understand? How do you find the balance between who you are and what is expected?
Yeah.
And I feel like one thing that I personally, because my journey of mental health advocacy started from introspection, right? If I am going through it, that means there are people who are going through more or going through similar things that I'm experiencing, the thoughts that I'm having. So if I'm going through this thing, the main thing is identifying that we all have weaknesses. We all have things that we're insecure about as women. But when do you stop to identify what your strengths are? How often do you say, I'm good at this. This makes me beautiful. I might be tall, have big eyes, big teeth. Oh, but when I smile, I really look nice. So I'm going to smile more. We focus on what we think is not enough or what is not right. Or you can't change so many things as women. The power that you have is accepting that this is what makes me different from someone else. But this also is my strength. This is what makes me unique, And how about you shine more light on that area? Because that's what happens with my confidence. Like, I grew up with, a very strong stutter, but I started writing. I used to post my poems online. And then I realized that, when I'm doing poetry, I can speak with rhythm. The rhythm helps me not to stutter. And I focused on, okay, let me start doing that. That's my strength. Let me speak with rhythm. Let me do this. This is my strength. Let me not focus on how it's being, delivered. Let me focus on how, I'm creating it. And maybe someone will resonate with this thing that I'm doing. So I feel like as women, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a constant battle. And in as much as you've spent years hearing this information about how you're supposed to be, it means that you need time to reassure yourself. We think that reassurance is a one-day thing. I'm beautiful. I'll go out today and I'll conquer the world. Insecurities are gone. Like, you spent years taking in negativity. Now spend years building up positivity in your life. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Thank you for that. I'm actually just finding out you used to stutter. Like I can't tell.
It sneaks out. It came out here a couple times.
Yeah, you're doing so well.
No, thank you.
Okay. So I want to ask you, Esther. Very curious, actually. Obviously, you've talked about you. I mean, you even said it here. You know, growing up as a hairy girl, right? I mean, I also saw that you struggle with hirsutism. If you don't know what that means, it's like when a woman is growing facial hair, excessive facial hair. Basically, like where like men would typically have hair on their face, and like a woman is growing that. If you don't know what that means, but yeah, I mean, being in media, being in public eyes, I remember when you walked in, like when we were having a conversation before the camera started rolling, and I told you that, oh, like I have body hair. And then she was like, where is it? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, as somebody that has been in the media, you know, for a while, it's something that's is really frowned upon.
Yeah.
It looks sort of dirty, tacky. It's like if you're not waxing. Why do we want to hire you? Look at you, you know, and which is not supposed to be so.
Absolutely.
Right? How was that for you being in Nollywood? Because I know that, you know, obviously you had that while you were in Nollywood. So like, how was that for you?
Okay, so honestly, it wasn't such a big problem because of me, you know, when I started my career, I started as a child actor and I was a teenager, and mostly I wear modest dressing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I mostly covered up in pants to trousers and long t-shirts and whatnot. And it grew over time. So the hair wasn't as bad as that time.
Yeah.
Right. But right now it's way more because I'm growing, hormones and all of that are changing. But then it still did something to me, mostly in high school. So I probably would just shine more light on my high school
Yeah, okay,
days
that's fine.
to my Nollywood
Yeah.
days. So high school, what was my name? Esau's daughter.
What?
Yeah, Esau's daughter. That was my name because you know Esau in the Bible is hairy, and you know they
so
talked
that's
about
what they used to
yeah.
call
So
you.
Esau's
crazy.
daughter. For those who watch a lot of like Marvel, they call me Wolverine. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So they call me Wolverine as well. So it was just so crazy. So I had like these two names. And then third thing, aside just being hairy, my nose, people say is big, like, and they call me Noza or immunization.
Immunization.
Yes, like, you know, Imu in Yoruba.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. No.
Oh God, it's so funny because I'm
I hope
laughing.
you're laughing now. I hope
that
you're
laughing
laughing
about
now.
it right now.
Like,
Goodness, it's so funny now, but it wasn't funny then at all. In high school, you know, junior girls used to wear like short skirts. I made mine long skirts. And we used to wear like short sleeves. So I made mine long sleeve. And that was for senior classes. Because of these names and this like funny comments, I couldn't just like leave my legs out and open because, you know, my bro, how far? You know, it was so sad. It was honestly so sad. And I didn't have the answers. So in my head, I thought like, okay, I was just one alien who fell from the sky because nobody was there to like guide me. My mom, I didn't grow up with my mom, I grew up with my grandma. So she didn't even know so much about this. And, you know, I didn't have access to the internet and phone at the time. So I was just left in the dark and just took this humiliation. I'll call it that. I'm bullying, you know. And then I was like, okay, if you call me my bro, let me become a tomboy. So I think I became a tomboy for like a part of my life, just like dressing like men, trying to talk like men, trying to do like men. It's called me Michael Jackson because I transitioned to a tomboy. I've had days.
wow.
Yeah. So no jokes. Like I kid you not, no jokes. Right. So from being Michael Jackson to just telling myself actually, because I wanted to be a princess always. I've watched Barbie so much. I wanted to be a Disney princess. I was like, why are you guys stealing this away from me? I can't remember where that transition happened, but I think I watched a lot of foreign Americans do stuff like modeling, you know, speaking. And I used to say, these girls are lean, oh, do you understand? And they are still confident, they're still beautiful. So I think from being very petite and watching all that small, you know, petite people thrive, I'm like, okay, maybe success does not, like, you know, you don't affiliate any of this stigma with success. Like if you become successful, people will like you.
Yeah.
So I now change my motive to say, Esther, let's become successful so people will like me. So I think it wasn't from me, oh, let me become confident, let me just start telling myself I'm beautiful. I changed my drive to I'm gonna lock in so hard, you know, become someone so big enough that hairy or no hairy, big nose or no big nose, thin or no thin, I'm gonna be successful. And then I attract, you know, the kind of people that, you know, I really longed for and looked forward to. So yeah, that happened. Then I got into acting. right? And I didn't get a lot of bullying back then, no, in the Nollywood industry, maybe because of the people that I worked with, but I was still conscious of it, right? It's really during my modeling days. I did a bit of modeling and it was something that was frowned upon, like you rightly said.
Yeah.
But then I did not have access to waxing at the time, so I'll just shave and use shaving stick to shave my beards, like what they call it. And it was giving me terrible bumps, so it made it worse. I was like, let me just leave it to grow out, you know. I mean, I'll get stared upon. Sometimes I wear nose masks, things like that. It was so much, you know, the psychological impacts. I don't think people actually highlight, and I don't
It's
think people are
enough.
well enlightened and
Yeah.
sensitized about why these things happen. They just see you for face value and say, oh, look at this weirdo, right?
Yeah.
So, just to double back to your question and just hit home, Nollywood was kind to me on that aspect in terms of being hairy. But then I think my motive and how I found my confidence now is from a place of I just want to be successful and just big enough and do something that makes me wholesome and happy, because even affected me romantic relationship wise. You know, I used to think that anybody that approached me at the time was doing me a favor by
You know, we're
liking
going to
me.
get there.
Okay.
I think like that's like a different conversation,
that's
right?
fine.
I'm going to just like digress a little,
Okay.
Daniela.
Oh.
Yeah, still on, because I think if I'm put away somewhere for a month, matter of fact, 2 weeks away from social media, away from my family, my friends, and everything, I think it's going to have like this mental tone, right? So you're talking about like mental health and stuff.
Yeah.
Coming out of the Big Brother house, how was it for you mentally? Like, you know, who you were, because you said something about losing yourself along the way. I mean, also
Absolutely.
like discovering yourself in front of everybody,
world.
right? So coming out of there and like coming back into, you know, the world. How was
Real
it?
life.
How was it? How was the mental
I have
shift?
to take my mind
back. Yeah, I
This
know.
was
So
4 years,
sorry.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was mentally, I think I've watched people's interviews that come out of the house and like talk about their experience, and we always see the same thing. That's one thing we have in common is you can't really make anyone understand what you went through until they've gone through it. And you know, I was in the house for 72 days, 3 months, because I made it to the finals. So I was there. And then prior to going into the house, you have like lockdown as well. So you're stuck for another week. So being someone I saw the world very rosy. I was telling Esther about it earlier. I saw the world, I was 22. The world was very beautiful. I felt like everything was lovey-dovey, you know, friends are good friends. You know, I'm a Disney kid, you know, a Gen Z person that grew up on Disney Channel, best friends and dynamics like that. So I was very like selfless. I would do anything for my friends. So I was this huge Disney kid, right? I believed in friendship dynamics and honesty and transparency and selflessness, you know, and I brought myself into the show, right? And you know, when you get into the house like that, you realize that this is not the real world. Your brain automatically just shifts to survival mode. You're thinking, what can I do to get people to like me, to vote, and to keep me here? I didn't come this far through all these auditions for like 2 months, 3 months auditioning just to come here and leave in the first week.
Yeah.
You know, so you're thinking like you're on overdrive. You're just like, what can I do? Who do I need to align with? You know, and it's crazy because now you realize that this show takes bits and pieces of your interactions and they sell narratives that are not complete because it's a show. Like you have like 28 housemates and it's being aired at the same time. So they can't show everything about you from morning till night, right? So you come outside and you realize that people have this view of who you are. And you're like, I mean, I can see why you'd say that from what I'm watching, but like, that's not me. Like, that's not who I am.
Yeah.
And you come into this life where we are overnight celebrities. You know, we're overnight public figures. I went to the house with like 2K followers, you know, came out with almost 300,000. And I'm like, oh, people know me like that? You know, I'm this shy girl I don't even know what I'm doing, you know, and you realize that you have have to go for premieres and AMVCAs and things like that. And for a lot, this is my personal experience based on like my mental health journey from then, from the house till, after. Some people went to the house knowing what they wanted to do. Do you get what I'm saying? They came out, they knew that, okay, I'm going out there to sell my brand. I'm going in there to sell my brand. So when they come out, they pick up from that, right? And that's my advice to anyone going to the show. Know what you're doing, I went in just like, it was like, oh, let me just try. If they take me. And I got in, I was like, oh, now I have to be serious. Like, oh my God, what am I doing here? I knew I wanted to be an actress, but I don't know how to sell that, So I did what I could do to sell that. Then coming out, you realize that, I started making tweets and I got people messaging me and DMing me and telling me, you can't say that, you're a public figure, your opinion, you can't be supporting something. I'm like, oh, Billie Eilish was right. You don't see how you feel online no more. So it takes a huge toll on your mind because it's like, what is real? Everything you're doing, it's like you're selling yourself every day. And it's like, how do I create a balance where there's like my real life and the social media life and all of that? And that's why I needed that pull away, So I think every person's experience differs. But for mine, it was interesting because it felt like a rebirth. It felt like a rebirth for sure. It's like, okay, now no one knew me, now they do. What do I do from here? Yeah. So
okay. So let's like the topic still on like insecurities, right? I mean, I want to bring like what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Obviously, guys, we had like a lot of off-camera conversations. So I'm referring to it a lot. Yeah. I mean, as obviously tall girls, right? We have encountered a lot, of bullying from guys. Where it's like, I mean, I had somebody in production ask me this morning that he saw like a tweet or something, and they were saying a guy and a girl went on a date, and the guy asked the girl, because she's really tall, and he asked her, oh, are you sure you're not a man? Like, because you're really tall. And I'm like, certain things, like these things that we hear every day, subconsciously, they're fitting into our minds.
Absolutely.
I remember being like a really, a teenager, right? And being very, like what society would say is masculine. The girl with like the body hair, the tall girl, I'm not like the pink girl, like the girly girl, the princess girl. And I had a lot of people like, or mostly like guys, honestly, like, compare me to like, I can relate to like the senior man, senior bro conversation, right? So yeah, but what I'm trying to ask is, I want to know, because we haven't heard, I haven't seen a lot of that. Like, I've not seen you like have such conversations. Like, I haven't heard that from you, right? I want to know like if these things are also not like foreign to you, like the things that you've.
It's not foreign, no. Yeah. Oh, this hits home so much. I think because I'm on this mental health journey, I don't really speak about like the insecurities as much, but I should, because of people that are listening. Boy, oh boy. I'm a tall girl, right? I wear a size 43. I have big hands. Secondary school was hell.
Yeah.
I was taller than most people because I had my growth sprouts very early in terms of height, not physical,
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of people, they used to say things to me like, pity the ants now. You just be stopping.
Okay,
that's one that stuck to me till today. I can never forget. It was SS2. That stuck to pity the ants now. You only you all this. I'm like, Jesus. So I was a tomboy growing up as well, because I felt like, I grew up with a lot of brothers as well. I have 6 brothers, so that also was a factor. But going into school and all the guys kind of gravitated towards me because they didn't really see me as one of the babes.
Oh my God.
They didn't really see me as one of the babes. And I just adjusted. So I would watch football, I would watch wrestling. I was a day student. I'll come back and tell the male friends, oh, this is what happened. John Cena did this. Ronaldo did this. Neymar scored. Because I wanted to have friends. And if you're not going to see me as a babe, I might as well just thrive on the friendship, So that was a factor, my height and everything. I started playing basketball. I ran track because I was like, you know what? Let me do something that looks like I'm I'm using these gigantic features.
Yeah.
I think they're not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm adorable. So
Yeah.
let me put it to you. So at least if they say you're a tall girl, but she plays basketball, makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what happened. When I got to university, I didn't really have time. I was studying public health. I didn't really have time to play sports anymore. And then I was like, what's now? Like there's a side of me that, because now I got into uni at like 16, 17, right? Then it's like a whole different level of girls. Everybody's doing makeup and doing this. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything. I couldn't even like combine clothes. I was just like jeans and t-shirts, and I'll go to school and come back and I really have like my things laid out. I never used to wear dresses. I would hardly I used to cross my legs, but like it was I used to slouch and things like that. I was a tomboy. Exactly. I was a tomboy. I didn't really care. But it did make me insecure, even like in the dating scene. We're talking to someone and you just look down. I was telling you earlier, you look down and I'm like, yeah, so
it's like the conversation is getting there. Let's even just talk about these insecurities and dating, right? We've we've had our fair share.
Esther said it.
Of the I think like Esther had like a lot to say.
Doing you a privilege. Yes, you want to talk to me? Oh, thank you.
Esther, let me. Something. So when I used to be like a very masculine girl, so I had like my phase. I used to think that guys that were attracted to me were actually gay.
Same. Same. I'm like, are you sure? I'd be asking, are you sure you're not?
Because like, what are you looking for? Like under this big hoodie and the joggers, like why do you think why so yeah. I say you seem to have a lot to say.
Yeah,
just want to give you the floor.
Oh, thank you very much. How much time do we have?
Oh no, not enough. Just try your best.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll just try. That did impact like how I went into romantic relationships, like my physical stature, my body hair, how I looked, right? I used to think people who came at me at the time were doing me a favor because, are you seeing what I'm saying? What do you want? What are you doing here? What do you say? Ariana, what are you doing here? Right? Why are you shopping where I shop? It was just a bit of, I didn't trust that they were really into me, right? But then at the same time, it was good to finally have someone see me, even the wrong people see me. So that was a very big deal for me. Like I let the wrong people see me, just anybody and anybody, because I just really felt like, oh my God, finally, this is a me moment. I can now tell the girls, okay, someone said I like you, and sometimes it made me now also be the dominant one, like always, pushing for a relationship because I just wanted to feel seen and, feel like, okay, I have a chance at something romantic because of how I looked, right? And I'll do a thing where, oh my God, please don't judge me, you guys. This was back in the days. I'll do a thing where sometimes I'll say, okay, let me test my beauty. I would go out. I wouldn't look at the mirror. I'll dress up, go out. And then if I get called or catcalled, then I'll say, okay, yes, I'm really beautiful. So even if it's the area boys.
Esther, hide your face. Esther, do this.
No, but I think that girls, I won't lie. Let me just, that's such a blank statement. But I think we girls do it though.
Stop. No, not we girls.
Stop! So you're telling me that if you go out one day and nobody says fine girl, you go on thinking you're a fine girl?
No, honestly, okay, so I guess like maybe when we were younger.
But now, no.
I don't have any memory of that, right? But I'm just saying she said she would dress up and not look at the mirror.
I won't look at the mirror. I will say, let me test my beauty.
And test.
Yes, to see.
Walk around. Once the area boys say, fine girl.
Honestly, then I know. Exactly. Like, I was just looking for validation in the wrong places because of how much I've heard that you're ugly, you're hairy, you're this, you're that. So I was like, okay, what can work for me? And at the time, that was, working for me. So I, go to like, churches, seminars, etc. in the evenings, and I just dress up and like, oh, if I get catcalled, thank God. Yes, I'm beautiful. And then I repeated that a couple of times, but thank God that face ended, right? It was bad. It was hell. How did I find my confidence now? I think now I just got to understand like who I am, and that came from a place of being in Christ as well. So I advise everybody, that's the cup of tea you need. So a place of like being in Christ and just like understanding that, look at these people who have made it. Again, I told you success was one of my biggest motives. So I was just like watching these people. I think one person I really love and like admire is like Lala Akinduju.
Oh,
Lala, yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, such a beautiful.
Yeah, she's slender, she's petite as well. I was like, wow, she's doing good in the Nollywood industry. You know, I mean, if she can, I can. I don't have to, you know, change much of who I am, right? And yeah, just basically look for people to serve like as a precedent for where I wanted to get to. And that actually changed everything. That started the journey. And then I wake up in the mirror, I tell myself you're beautiful, even if I didn't mean it at the time. But just if I understood that words was what planted the seed of ugliness, of all these negative things, words can also plant back the positive things and, you know, the seeds of beauty. So I started feeding my life with words, and, you know, words have blessed me in so many ways. The word of God, my own words, the things that I say about myself, things that I say about my business and my body, you know, that has really changed so much for me. And honestly speaking, if there are girls out there watching this, which obviously there are thousands of them, I really want you to speak to yourself. You might think that it's very cliche or very, you know, what's the word? For lack of a better word, you might think that it's not that deep, but it's deep actually to speak words to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And now, I mean, I know what I want. I've been able to set like standard for myself relationship wise, you know, and build my, and now I even feel like I'm chasing them away because of like how confident
you
I
are,
am, and like how I've built
yeah.
myself online, like have this serious appeal, you know. It's just, I know what I want, and now I'm confident, and that confidence is a bit scary in a way. Do you understand? I mean, I can go out looking beautiful, I have my hairs out, right? So much has changed about me, and it took time, but then, you know, a lot of people can actually change their lives with words and like with consistent actions. So.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh. Yeah.
Um,
I'm obviously stealing what you asked, Esther.
Oh,
But how
okay.
is dating like for you as a tall girl?
Okay. So first of all, now, again, I responded to the person that asked me what I think about the tweet of the guy that said, "Oh, as you're tall like this, are you sure that you're not a man?" I think only short men will ask that question, honestly.
Yes, short
Yeah.
kings.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because
True.
I don't even think I'm too tall, right? I don't think there's any such thing as that. There's obviously like thousands of men that are taller than me. And mind you, like height shouldn't even be the focal point in like dating and relationships and stuff. But basically, since I, you know, sort of like became more confident in my own skin and, you know, like just embraced again, or not again, because this, I didn't say this here before, but I think femininity is a social construct. There is no way a woman should act and behave, right? If you act a certain way, you're still a woman. It doesn't change. If I decide that I want to be shouting everywhere, I'm still a woman. It doesn't change that, right? And being tall, you know, having like muscle, being a muscular girl, having body hair, who said it's for men alone? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So just knowing that and just being very confident, I don't think I listen to that. I don't attract such. You know, I just, now it's like, if you think, oh, like, you know, you're quite tall, that's not for me. Just leave me alone. Do you understand? So it's like, when you come to a point where it's like, you know who you are, you know, there's a lot of other things to consider aside like your height and your looks and everything. It just gets easier with time. I think like me as a teenager, where like I had like a crush that used to tell me, yeah, you have man legs.
Okay.
You know, I mean, where I am at the moment, it's like those things don't really matter to me. Because what exactly is man? You know, what is even
Man,
what
what
does
does it even look like?
What exactly?
Can I chip in
privy to
something?
much
Yeah,
information.
like what is figure 8?
What is that?
What is figure 8? You know, like what exactly is that? How should a woman look? What makes and defines like a beautiful woman?
There
in all honesty,
are a lot of body types, right?
Yeah.
The ones that used to be appreciated back in 1900, it's not the same that is appreciated
Yeah.
now,
The same.
right? All the, you know,
The curves.
BBL icons are
Yeah.
taking out their BBLs now,
Mhm.
right? Because it's not what is in vogue anymore.
Yeah.
So if you continue to change yourself to fit into certain
times.
societal
you have to
standards,
keep up with it.
okay, continue.
I agree.
Like what I said earlier, at the end of the day, when everybody that you're trying to impress is gone,
You ask
You're
yourself.
stuck with yourself. Do you like what you are? Do you like the pain that you feel? Do you like all these things that you're feeling? What is it about you that you can say, this is me and I feel beautiful about it? Find it.
And I think I read a book by John K. Haver, I think. Yeah, he was talking about like humans and like how we're formed psychologically, right? The first thing we think about is security. Second thing is like, health, and then, society as well. We are herd-like in nature, flock-like, right? And it has shaped a lot about who we are, not just woman and man, generally. The need to be validated in the social eyes, the need to want to be what the society wants you to be. And I think the society has actually had a big influence on most of things that we do. Right? Think about it. Why do you come online to post sometimes? Why do you come online to show or share some certain things? You understand? There's some people who have ulterior motives for that. So society has actually impacted, influenced, is a big part, even body hair as well. The reason why people remove body hair, so I don't know how that can change. I don't know how that can be better in terms of the society having a positive influence on lives. I really wish it can. It can with conversations like this. With conversations like this, exactly. But there's a lot of filtering to do. There's a lot of, pouring water down the sink and draining so many negative things that has blocked, people's minds, people's lives. So, man, hold on, Yvonne. Thank you for something like this.
Thank you too. So I'm gonna ask. I mean, we're talking about like dating and like insecurities. So, do we think, because collectively we're thinking together, do we think that women's insecurities are sort of like because of men's perception of them?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. If I need to buttress on this, yes, because before TikTok, before Instagram, before social media, who were the people that was true? Who were the people that were mentioning how a woman should look? They were men. And I get how people have their preferences. It's okay to have your preferences, but it's for you and your house. It's for you and your stomach. Do you get what I'm saying? You just approach what you want, what you like. You see a woman that you like, has the figure that you like, you approach it. I don't think you need to walk up to a girl that is not your preference and tell her she's not your preference.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? So this scrutiny, this characterization, it came from men. They're the ones that have the time to observe. A woman has no business telling you how you should be.
True.
Because she doesn't need you for anything.
True that.
She doesn't need you for anything. I think it stemmed from men. I think men are the ones that would observe and have things to say because they want women. Do you get what I'm saying? And women are the ones that usually say, girl, you're beautiful. The only time you see a woman putting you under like scrutiny or criticization, putting you down, is because you guys have issues. It's never from a point of, I just want to give my opinion. It's really never that. It's men that just feel like you want to give us opinions about ourselves. I think that's how the world works. The observers will be the ones to give their opinions. The same way women, we will see men and say, I like a man that's 6 feet dark. Preference.
That's right.
A man feels like if I'm 5'9", I'm not attractive because we threw it out there.
Yeah. That's
you
right.
would never be a man that say, why are you not tall?
And I actually don't recall making any comment about like any man. Like I don't even recall saying, this man is ugly, he has hairy beard, he has this, that. I don't think I've ever actually made such comments. Like it feels very alien to me to make comments about like bodies or someone like an opposite sex's body, right? It just hasn't occurred to me, haven't done it, haven't preached that, So now it just makes so much sense that actually, tying to your question, I'm like, do you think women's, need for beauty insecurities are because of men's perspective?
Yeah.
I do agree. 90% of that, do you understand? Some might not be men, some might be like their background, where they grew up in family, and families actually need to do better with how like they speak to their kids and like speak life and speak words into them. And even if you are joking or teasing, it can actually become a big part, because that's the primary unit and foundation of every child's life. That's the first unit that they get whatever care, learning, upbringing. And if you are feeding it with just making jest, aunties, all those
honestly, at the end of the day, it still circles back to how a woman should look just because she would eventually get married. Because if you notice, all the comments they used to throw at you, don't get too fat, nobody will marry you.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah.
So I just think like it just always has been about, the thing that's where women would end up, which is obviously like their husband's house. It just always has been about like,
It's just been about that.
like the men. It just always has been about the men.
I think the core thing really to like alter these things is just love and empathy.
Yeah, sure.
Because like, why would you say anything to someone that you wouldn't want to be said to yourself?
Yeah.
I feel like the main thing to like alter this whole thing is people just be a little bit more empathetic.
Yeah.
Just have a little empathy. You know, genuinely love each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that's like the basis of everything. Because it's like in our culture in Nigeria, we're so quick to have comments about people's physical appearance. We're so as jokes or everything. I'm just like, because I grew up in the US, right? I spent most of my childhood there. Then I came back here for like secondary school. So the culture shock of there, people are very prone. They're very sensitive about what they say about people's bodies. Because you could be sued. So it's by force. You cannot walk up to a girl and say, geez, you're fat. Oh, you're a big girl. Oh. My size. Oh. See your leg horrible. This girl, you be like elephant. Like, you be like broomstick.
Yeah.
You cannot do it in the US. You cannot try it. But you come to Nigeria and it's like, that's how we talk, Joe.
Yeah.
That's how we talk,
It's
Joe.
a normal thing.
Yeah.
You come,
They're just joking with you.
Why?
You don't know how to take jokes.
Why? But you now being a Nigerian, you laugh. You say,
Honestly,
bro,
honestly.
sis. When you go home, you think, am I really Iroko? You would think it's these are seeds. But if you have empathy, you will know that, me safe, I get my own. Like, I know that.
But where did this thing stem from? Honestly, where did this stem from? This whole
Comparison.
need to this whole need to make comments about people, this whole need to want to throw your light on how someone looks, right? Where did this stem from? This whole need to impose.
I think it's also like insecurity from people that
exactly.
also
So
take
hurt
insecurity.
people, hurt people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I need to point out you're wrong first, so you don't see my own and focus on your own.
So do we blame them or do we have mercy on them?
I blame you people like
I
man.
don't know, everybody individually, everybody should heal. Find the thing that is wrong with you and deal with it. Stop focusing on other people.
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll have a better world. That's such a great way.
People feel to touch on what you're saying.
Yeah.
The need to correct empowers.
Yeah, true.
Empower. It makes you feel like you're a know-it-all and like
God,
I just know what's best, you know?
Yeah.
It brings respect. It makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel like you're people misplace love for power. Like
end up being right.
Like it's like, it's like, oh, I think you need to dress better. You know, it makes them feel like you have sense. And then you now being someone that's already insecure, you be like, you're right. How will I do? You now put them in a place of like, you know.
That's true.
But you're
That's
right.
true.
You make when they address your insecurities, how quickly will you say, but you
Exactly.
because you're already insecure.
Do you understand? Yeah.
You're so right.
Yeah.
You're
Guys,
so right.
this was such a great conversation.
No, that's what means ending.
Get out of here.
Go. It was like the ice questions. I mean, icebreaker questions.
I think our responses have been like 20 minutes.
No. So I think it's getting a little too serious.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe. Actually, we didn't even finish. Let's do that. Let's finish the drink in the cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting so emotional here. You know, this is touching me. Sorry.
How are you feeling?
Great. I want more questions. You have like 20 more.
We can talk after here. I think like it's a lot to talk about.
Actually.
And also because like, you know, this is something that the three of us have collectively like dealt with individually rather. It feels like, there's a lot to share, you know. For the sake of we don't have all day. Yeah. But before I let you guys go, we need to play some card games.
Okay.
I'm usually like the most excited about this part. But today I totally like almost forgot because of how good the conversation was going. Like I really want to keep talking. Yeah. So if you notice, there's like a purple card, right? Or a purple set of cards. So you just take one of the purple cards, please. No, actually, it's not this purple one you're supposed to not look at. But anyways, don't look at it. Just take it and just keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, just take a random. Just keep it.
Purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
the need to be stubborn and pick a different color is so strong.
So if you have done, it's like a never have I ever situation. So if you have, you just like take You drink. I don't want to say take a shot because this is not a
So
shot.
if you have,
if you have.
Okay, if you have.
you don't drink or you drink.
You know what I think? I think.
Oh no.
I think it shouldn't just apply to the person that picks the card.
It's about everybody.
Because in the previous episodes, I was drinking.
Oh wow.
I'm like, yeah, that would be fun. She applies to everybody.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
each card you read it out and like
Oh my goodness.
we need to pour our drinks in. Should I pour them?
No. Hold on. I'm like, no disclaimer whatsoever.
What's that? What does he say?
Drink if you've ever caught someone masturbating.
No.
Have I?
I haven't. And I'm just like, why is that the first
I
thing?
have weird people around me, so I'm thinking.
Oh.
I'm thinking. Have I?
Oh.
Have I? No judgment. These people are around me, by the way. So no. Thank God I haven't. I don't think I would forget.
No, I don't want to even catch somebody. What the hell?
So are we drinking?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, am I next?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever walked in on someone during a hookup?
What are these questions?
No, actually, I promise you. Hey, they're not like this.
You know what? I think I read it wrong. I actually read it wrong. Is this thing you gave me?
Okay.
Okay. Drink if you've ever been walked in on during a hookup.
Okay.
Like,
no.
what's a hookup?
Smooching
Or anything.
or
like
anything
that.
of such.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I was on Big Brother in Nigeria.
Well, it wasn't.
What are you trying to lie to?
I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Never. But that there were cameras. So,
What does hookup mean again? Tell me.
smooching, foreplay, kissing, anything, making out, or the acting itself.
No.
Okay, so just like kisses.
No. Yeah. That's.
Okay.
But like pecs.
Yeah. Bad girl.
Guys, like I don't know.
Excuse you.
Yeah, I've
think
never
you
been
are?
caught.
Media personality.
I just always do my things in secret.
Wow. That was too much
Really?
for one card.
Oh, sorry.
Mommy, it was
You
a
would drink
peck on
now.
the cheek.
You would drink.
Mommy, it was a peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
On the
Mommy,
cheek.
I was acting.
Mommy, cheek.
I'm just doing this because Yvonne said I have to drink. If not, mine doesn't count.
Yeah, I love you
because
too.
I was on set.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine.
Oh, Big Brother reality show.
Yeah.
Keep this card if you've ever had breakup sex. Nope.
No. I never had sex before.
Because I've actually never been in an actual relationship. I've only had like
Perspective.
situationships.
Should I pour your drink?
No,
Okay.
I.
That eye contact was too strong. Are you sure?
Guys, never been in a relationship before.
No, I've only had situationships where
Yeah, me
I
too.
like the person, they
Yeah,
either like me back or
yeah,
they
I
don't,
like
and we're
that
just
you-
dragging.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that you
wow.
now brought that. It's a,
Yeah, this
actually,
is a
if you've never been in a relationship, you've never had a breakup. Great.
You've been in a relationship, have you?
No,
not?
I haven't. No, honestly, I haven't.
Are you saying this because you want to stand that you have no
No.
ex?
No, I haven't been in a relationship
Now
before.
I feel like I'm like weird.
No. I actually always feel weird when I tell people that I haven't, and they're like, "Oh, you haven't been here." Yeah, but like I
Yeah,
haven't.
But you've liked people?
Yeah, of course.
You just didn't.
Of course, it just
It was
never got
never
there.
like a-
Yeah.
I'm always the one asking, what are we?
Oh wow.
No, I'm an
Oh.
avoidant. I don't like commitment.
I mean, I'm a poet. I love love.
oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
I've
I mean,
had
I
two
love love,
relationships,
but like
they've been,
I'm
like,
just
2-3
like,
years.
you know, yeah. When he's
Yeah.
getting there, I just sort of like detach. I don't know why I always do that thing.
But I think I'm at the age now where I'm just like, let's chill. When I was younger, for sure, I was like, yeah, you like me, we've been friends, yeah, let's date.
Yeah.
And I've done like 2-year long relationships, 3-year long relationships. I've only been in 2 relationships.
Yes,
You know, so like, yeah.
the yellow
weird.
cards. They're like, you know, like you have to answer them in 2 seconds.
Oh,
If you don't answer in like 2 seconds,
2 seconds.
you drink. Yeah. So please don't look. I like you stare directly into your camera when you're picking it up, so we can tell that you're not picking through.
Okay.
And then you take it out like this and then cover it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
So look into your camera.
Scientifically, how long?
I must close my eyes.
How fast does
Can't
it
take
take the brain to
instructions.
process something scientifically?
Obviously, like 2 seconds is to say, but yeah, like just immediately. Yeah, just immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's going first?
God,
Esther?
This is where like I always mess up.
Esther should go first.
No, I went last.
No, don't worry. Let me just go first. Since yeah, I'm reading.
Go.
Kinds of makeup, mascara.
Drink.
Oh,
Drink.
drink up. Now I'm scared.
Let me tell you the truth. I just like doing this just so that you guys can feel.
Okay, best host.
I just have to. It's not like I didn't know it's what kinds of makeup. Easy.
Yeah. Say it now.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Next.
Types of nuts. Walnuts. Capricorn. What was that? But you said 2 seconds. That's the problem. Yeah, there are peanuts. No. Almonds.
Yeah.
Walnuts.
Yeah.
Cashews.
Yeah.
I'm letting you guys know that I'm very intelligent, and it's just the fact that I don't do well under pressure. But I know these things. I will not disappoint you.
Please.
Cheers.
Thanks. Yeah. Great. Don't you like it?
No. It's a Capricorns.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
First to mess up loses a card. U.S. states, New York, Delaware, Wyoming.
Why did you have to read
What
the
kind of
first
rubbish
two?
is that?
I feel like, she did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Nope.
I promise you I
You'd
didn't.
have gone straight to
I
it.
didn't know. I read everything.
Why
on
did
it.
you?
Yeah, but your
so-
brain will take everything.
No, it's a lie. This is cheating. I read everything on it.
Oh yeah, take another
See,
card.
it's not even like a question. U.S. states. Okay, first semester. I just read everything on it.
I don't want to be a hater, but I think the host should take another card
But I was like,
out.
Wyoming, Delaware, New York.
No. Because if I had done first semester loses a card, kinds of makeup, mascara, eye shadow, eye pencil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
So yeah. I
Guys,
love that.
Delaware,
Yeah.
Wyoming.
It's okay.
New York.
Take another card.
Houston.
Take another card.
Test it. Abi?
Yellow, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hairstyles, ponytail, wig, frontals, lemonade braids. Yeah, this is called French curls. Yeah, all of that.
Are we test house?
Do we have another plan to make her drink?
Good. Now take this.
The Lord is
Guys,
on her
just for the
side. The Lord
record,
is on her side.
100.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
It's not fair.
Yeah, we are not defined by these cards.
No.
Anyways, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
This was so wholesome. I
Thank
loved
you.
every bit of it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you guys for watching. My hot take of the week is that insecurities aren't something that are in it, right? It's something you learn from comparing yourself to certain unrealistic standards.
Mm-hmm.
So unlearn it.
Mhm.
My love. Unlearn.
Mhm.
And with that, I'm going to see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.